So we have another one. These blades are out of a wood chipper. I get through a set each week. Well, when I say a set, I mean they need to be taken out and resharpened each week. There's 3 in a set, the other 2 are in that wooden box. I've dropped them off and asked them if I can sharpen them. I said I'd have a look. That angle there is 30 degrees. Can you see that? So I've got a 30-degree angle on there. So I don't really want to be titting around with these too much, if I'm honest. I just want to be able to, if I do them, I just want to be able to throw them on the surface grinder, regrind the edge, and that's it done. I mean, you can see on here, yeah, it's had a bit of a knock, hasn't it? Anyway, I machined that up just as a, or made that just as a bit of a test thing, to just see. I want to be able to sit that like that, straight on the surface grinder, so that then this is true to what it is now, 30 degrees. What I'm thinking is, that's a chunk of steel I've got there. I've just marked it out roughly. I'm going to cut that in half and then machine the 2 halves like this. Are you with me? It's 20mm thick, that is. Well, sorry, it's inch. It's inch thick bar. So what my idea is, I'm going to sink in here, in this, which will be the bottom edge. I'm going to sink 4 of them neodymium 20mm round. Oh no, they're not round magnets actually. I've got some oblong ones. They're 20mm by 5mm or something or other. I can't remember. But they'll be oblong magnets, not maglets, to sit in the bottom of there. And I'm hoping that with that, the width that being it, what it is, and with 2 of them, that they're just going to stick to the mag plate on the surface grinder, and that when I drop those in, the magnets that's going to be on that inner edge there, can't see, can you? The magnets that are going to be on this inner edge, that I'm hoping is going to be enough to stick that to it. So I suppose I'll only know for definite when I actually put it on there. But I just want to be able to put them on, take them off, if you see what I mean. I don't want to, as soon as you start to clamp things, unless you're clamping them to a flat surface, they distort, move about. At least with that I can bring the 2 parts in pretty close, you know, the 2 angles. See the length of the thing there, can't you? So I'm thinking of sort of about there and there. So we've got, I don't know, maybe 2.5 inches of overhang on each end, and then with this be able to sit on. I think it'll work. I mean, those little magnets are a lot stronger than what I ever thought they were. I know when I first bought some I thought, bloody hell, these have got some go in them. So that's my plan. We'll see whether it works. So we'll have a bit of milling on this one, I think, so I'll be able to give the new milling machine a bit of go. And I suppose when I cut that with a bandsaw, there's not going to be much milling, is there? I want to make that a bit thicker at the bottom, so there's only going to be a little bit to mill off there. Oh, anyway, at least we'll be able to give it a go. Right, I'll get that aged up, and then hopefully next we'll be on the milling machine. Right, I'll have to forget the bandsaw idea because it won't go on there. Well, it will, but I can't get the angle to cut it, so we're running just over 100 RPM. See what happens. put the cut on the right way, won't it? Finding my feet with this milling machine because I still, well, I just don't know what I'm doing with it yet. A little fun. Didn't fancy trying to attack it with an axe or something. Back in a bit. That's the first pass. Well, very nearly anyway. There we are. Not too bad at all. If it'll pick it up in this low light. Possibly not. Anyway. Right. Now I can cut that piece off on the bandsaw. shit. Right, got them all tidied up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Their steel's massively out of square. So that one's not bad, but that one's pretty good. But that one, country mile in. So I'm just sort of thinking what I'm going to do next. Where is that? It's a square. I think I'm going to end up putting these in the milling machine. Just run a gauge across here, DTI gauge, and just level this off, or as good as I can on the mill, and then just skim that with the both of them. Then I can put them back in the vise and run a indicator up and down the side there until I've got this side plumbed to the spindle on the mill, and skim the tops off. Then when they're both done, should be able to put them in the milling vise, I'm hoping, put a sine bar underneath them, set them to 30 degrees. Well, might be a bit closer this camera. Set them to 30 degrees and skim the tops off, and then that should give us two pretty much identical then. So that's my plan anyway. Right, we'll back to the milling machine and set these up in there to square them up. It's a little bit out, is this steel. I'll show you what I mean. We're on zero there, look. Just go across it steady. Hope the needle comes out in there. See it dropping. And when we get to the end, it comes back to zero. So we'll just skim that one off and then we'll do the same with the other one. Right, we've got that's just a 16mm carbide cutter in. I'll put that camera on the wrong side. 16mm carbide cutter that is. I think what we'll do, we'll just take a light pass over at 20 thou and see what that looks like. the same. This Indicol thing here, that was a present. Oops. That was a present from my mate Robin. That was good of him, wasn't it? Nice little bit of kit, that. Break that up a little bit. I can see why they have a drill on these. Zero. Right, same again, 20,000. Good bit of steel, that, fairly tough. That's another piece from Dave in Sheffield. I'll have to come and see you again, Dave, if you're watching this. Clean out your scrap, mate. Clean up that. Right, get ready for the next bit. Right, that's that zeroed on that edge there. So we can just skim the top of this off to make it flush with that. Or make it square with that, should I say. This Indicol thing's really good. Yeah, it's what Robin got me. He's actually away on a short holiday at the minute, and I think he's shooting in the Essex Masters today. I gave him some words of encouragement, as you do. Told him if he didn't win I was going to cut his balls off with a spoon. So we'll see if that has any bearing on anything when he comes back. If he wins, that's maybe all he needs. Threatening behaviour. Right, I'm going to take this a little bit gingerly because it's stuck out the vice a lot there. There's not an awful lot holding it on. I know you can't see this, so you're going to have to just trust me. Oh yes, spot on. Right, I'll do the other one. I shan't film that because it's just the same as this, and then next thing we'll be back for is when we get these two set up with a sign bar under them. So, see you in a bit. Right, we're set up. I've used the sign bars here that camera got that? Yeah, it's one I made a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but long enough ago. It was to do cut an angle on a grinding wheel or something. It's a 3.5 inch one that I made, and I've set those accordingly. I'm a bit out with my measuring somewhere. Anyway, we'll have to just skim these down till we get a clean cut all the way along for both of them. What I did, I butted them up on the back of here and then clamped them both together. Let's get some more cutting on it. And I clamped them both together and then set them at the desired angle with the sign bar. So they're at 30 degrees. We'll take, we'll just go for 20 now and we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to take it really steady because I'm just pressing on just that one. So I forgot to put the camera on, but I've cut a slot across here because this area here has got to come out. This is where the blade's going to sit. So I'm running at about 1750. That's a 10mm roughing cutter in there. That's 150 thou deep. And it just chews it out. Got a bit of vibration here, because the camera's sat on the milling table. On another note, on the last video, if you watched it, you'll have seen I made that adapter. I had a ring up this morning, I've tried it on the lathe, very very happy, everything's working really well, so that's nice to know that's done. And I made a bit of a faux pas. I said the guy from Sheffield's channel was called YouTube Sheffield. I don't know what I was thinking. That's how I had him in my phone. Because before I met him I didn't know what his name was, so I just put him in my phone as YouTube Sheffield. It's user231 or whatever it was, I can't remember the exact thing. But if you look on the comments, you'll see in there, he left a comment on the last video, and there isn't that many, so you'll see who it is. There's a picture of him in a black t-shirt stood next to a statue or something like that. Anyway, we'll keep mincing this out. I've got to get it down to 350 thou, and then the bottom of the blade sits just nicely in there then. Well, I'm hoping it will. So, chewing that out there. it's a good bit of steel, that, I know. So I presume that you combine a good carbide end mill with a machine with a bit of power, that's the result. It's just chewing that out there, not making anything of that at all. I need to figure out some way of mounting this camera off the milling machine. Well, it's just time at the minute and I just don't seem to have enough. So. Anyway, we'll come back in a bit. It's 150 thou deep, that is. Start to get a little bit of colour in it. That'll be 300 thou deep now, another 50 just to tack off. I'm going to tack it all down to 340 and then just have a quick skim round. Got the last 10 thou off that way. I'd like to know how deep I could go in one pass with that cutter if I got it more securely mounted in the vise. That's 150 thou, I bet you could double it. Well, I suppose you go the length for the flute as long as you went steady. get the idea, don't you? Need to get some better light above me, you know. But it's just time. At the minute, I ain't got any. Take us to 45 there. No, it won't. It'll take us to 345 there. Just having a clean up pass around it. I've run that's a what? It's a slot drill. Outside, 3/4 slot drill. I just wanted to clean this inner face up there along here, so just take a 5-hour clean up pass around it. It's nice and steady. I'm only doing it because that corn cob cutter or roughing mill, it leaves lines in the surface, so there'll all be lines across here. I just wanted it smooth so the cutter plate just registers to it alright. Then what we've got to do is glue that area up and then mark out and drill with some magnets. It looks like they want the cutters a lot sooner than I was thinking I was going to have to make them for. You know, I thought I've got till next week, so I've ordered some square magnets, but they're not going to be here till then. They've rang me today to say that they've got another set that needs doing, so I'll have to go with the smaller magnets and see what happens. hope it works after all this. Oh, and it's nice to give this milling machine a bit of a run then. Oh yes, I was happy with that. Right, we'll see about where I'm going to put these magnets, I think, and then I'll bring you back when we've got some idea. So, I've got that marked out now. What I'm going to end up with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magnets, 2 rows on each block. So that's going to give me 20 altogether. So I'm hoping that that is going to be enough. So the next thing, I'll have to put the edge finder in, pick this edge up, come in for the first one. It's just the squares actually, I think I have to come back that far because I won't get the depth in there. I'm going to sit these just below surface, maybe, I don't know, maybe about 20 thou below, and they are, they're 111 thou wide, so we'll 131 thou deep, and then I'll just blob a little bit of super glue in the bottom of each hole, super glue them in, and then we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, that's about it. So, what's the matter with you? There you go. Unreal, isn't it? Is it tea time, Finn? Is it? Come on then, mate, let's go and get you some dinner, shall we? Or some tea anyway. Right, we'll pick this up a bit later, and then I don't know whether I'll come back out tonight. It's freezing bloody cold here. It's supposed to be nice weather for the weekend, so we'll see what happens. Right, back in a bit.